Hi everyone. So today we will discuss one of the very important use case of the graph data structure, which is nothing but topological sorting. So if you will check the definition of the topological sorting from Wikipedia, you will get this definition. In computer science, a topological sort or topological ordering of a directed graph is a linear ordering of its vertices such that for every directed edge from U to V, U will come before V in the order. Okay. So first of all, your graph should be directed graph. Okay. Second thing, if there is an edge from U to V, your U should come before V in the topological order. Now, for instances, the vertices of the graph may represent task to be performed. Okay, so this is the kind of application of the topological sort, where let's say you want to complete multiple tasks and you have kind of dependency that once you will complete this task, then only you can jump to the next task. So in these kind of dependent tasks, we need to use topological ordering. Okay. Now, next part is this is very important actually. Topological sort is a graph traversal. Okay, because here also we are traversing each node once, in which each node V is visited only after all its dependencies are visited. A topological ordering is possible if and only if the graph has no directed cycles. If your graph will have cycles, you will never get your topological end. Okay, it will keep running. Okay, because of cycle. So most important part is that your graph should not have directed cycles. And if it is a directed acyclic graph, which is also known as DAG, any DAG has at least one topological ordering, and algorithms are known for constructing a topological ordering of any DAG in the linear type. Okay, so there are 2-3 points here. Your graph should be directed acyclic graph. Second thing is you need to print all the vertices in such a way that for every edge U to V, you should come before V. All right. Now, don't worry about that. Let me explain you with the help of one example. You will easily understand this part. So here what we are saying. Let's say, okay, so this is the graph. We want to print the topological order. So first of all, we can take, let's say this age 5 to 11. Okay, it means that 5 should come before 11. So in the first, you can see 5 is coming before 11. Absolutely fine. Let us jump to the second age. So 7 to 11. It means 7 should also come before 11. 7 is coming before 11. Yes, perfect. Now 7 to 8. It means that 7 should come before 8. So 7 should come before 8. Yes. Then 3 to 8. 3 should come before 8. Yes. So we will go to next one. 11 to 2. It means that 11 should come before 2. 11 should come before 2. Yes. Then 11 to 9. It means 9 should come. It means that 11 should come before 9. Yes. Then 11 to 10. It means that 11 should come before 10. 11 should come before 10. Correct. Then 8 to 9. So 8 should come before 9. Then 3 to 10. 3 should come before 10. So why we are having different topological order? Because for a one graph, we should have at least one topological order if the graph is directed acyclic graph. We can have the multiple topological order, depends on how you will traverse the graph. You want to traverse the graph level by level. You want to traverse the graph top to bottom. It all depends on you. But for a single graph, we can have the multiple topological order, and you can just print any one of them and you will get full box. All right. So we can consider for this one, let's say we are getting any of these and all are correct only because all are satisfying the conditions. For every age, you will come before me. All right, that is the only condition. and we got it. Now, okay, this is about the what is the topological order, how we can do that. Now let us jump to the how to think about a problem. Okay, let's say you want to solve this problem. What you will think, how to get to the approach. And so this is the basic notes which I have, and I will try to explain from the level 0. And one second, give me one second, let me move it to this side. Okay, so first of all, graph should be directed acyclic graph, which we have discussed already. For every edge A to B, vertex should come before vertex B. Vertex A should come before vertex B, which is also we are clear on that part. Now, let's say this is the graph. From 5, you can go to 2 and 0. From 4, you can go to 0. From 4, you can also go to 1. From 2, we can go to 3. From 3, we can go to 1. This is the graph for which we want to print topological sorting. Now, can we say this graph is directed graph? Yes. Does this graph have cycle? No. It means this graph is directed acyclic graph, and we can apply the topological order. We can apply topological order on any of the graph, but if it is it is not directed acyclic graph, you will not get the correct output. Okay, now I will explain you how to think for any problem. So for graph, okay, for graph, what we know? For graph, we just know two traversal techniques. One is the DFS, one is the BFS. It means here, out of these two, we need to use any one of these, or we can use both. Okay, we are not sure as of now. But yeah, so for every graph question, you need to use any of these traversal technique. See why? Because without traversing the graph, we can't do anything. So either we need to use DFS or BFS. That is the most important part you need to think about. Now, let us try to use DFS first. Okay, we don't know which one will work. So let us try to use the DFS first of all. Now here, with the help of DFS, in the DFS, what we will do? We will pick one node, let's say, which is not visited yet. Let's say we'll start from 5. If you will apply the DFS, you will go to the any one of the child of 5. Let's say we are going to 2. From 2, you will go to the child of 2, which is 3. From 3, you will go to 1. And from 1, we cannot go anywhere. Now you will come back, you will come to node number 5. From node number 5, you will find one more child, 0. You will print it. From 0, we cannot go anywhere. Now you will run a loop, which node is not visited yet. You will get 4, and you will print 4 in the last. So this is the simple DFS we have applied on this graph. Now, is this our topological order? Yes or no? No. Why? Because 4 should come before 0 and 1, but here 4 is coming in the last, right? So this is not following the topological order. It means directly we cannot apply DFS. Let us try to modify the DFS to handle this. Okay, so here in the DFS, what we do? We will print the node, okay, at the time of inserting into the stack, let's say. So when you are going from 5 to 2, you will print the 5 first, and you will mark 5 is visited. Okay, and this way you will work on. So instead of printing the 5 before 2 and 0, what we will do? We will say, hey, I will print any node once all of its neighbors are visited already. Okay, so you will print 5 once 2 and 0 are already visited. You will print 4 when 0 and 1 are already visited. You will print 3 when you will print 2 when 3 is already visited. You will print 3 when 1 is already visited. So instead of printing before, you need to print it after. So what I mean is, one second. So let's say here, you will start from the dot number 5. Okay, we are again applying the DFS here. So you will start from node number 5. You will see, hey, there are two nodes, node 2 and 0, which are neighbors of node 5. Let's say we are picking node number 2. From node number 2, you will go to node number 3. From 3, you will go to the 1. From 1, we cannot go anywhere. Now, for the node number 1, since there are no childrens, it means all the neighbors are visited for 1. So we can print 1. That's it. So we'll print 1 here, you can see. Order 1 means this is the first node which we will print. Now you will come back to parent. 3 has only one child, which is 1, which is already visited. So we will print the 3. All right, fine. You will come to node number 2. All the child of 2 are visited. Yes, you will print 2. We are printing 2 here. You can see this one. Now you will go to the second edge of 5. Second neighbor of the 5, which is nothing but 0. But from 0, we cannot go anywhere. It means all the neighbors of 0 are done. You will print 0 here. So this is your order number 4. You can see 0 we have printed. Now what you will see for the 5? For the 5, all the neighbors are visited. You can see, right? So you will print 5 here. Now you will see, hey, which node is not visited yet? 4. Now you will check all the neighbors of 4, 0 and 1. Both are already visited from here, we can see. So it will just print the 4. But do you think this is our topological order? No, because 4 is coming after 0 and 1. So this is not working, right? Now, what if, let's say, I will do the reverse of this particular output? What we will get? 4, 5, 0, 2, 3, 1. So if you will notice it, this is nothing but your topological order, right? So 4 and 5 should come before 0, 2, and 1. 0, 2, and 1. 3 should come before 1. Yes. 2 should come before 3. Yes. Everything is satisfying. So here, instead, okay, whatever we are doing, here directly we were printing. So instead of that, you need to do the reverse of the output. And we know for reversing any input array, we can use stack. So here, instead of printing, we will put the data into the stack. And once you will pop the stack element, you will get the reverse of this, which is our answer, right? Don't you think this is a very good approach? And we have handled with the help of DFS only. So don't worry, let me quickly jump to the code. Okay, so here what we will do. Here I have written the code. This is our graph initialization. We are declaring one class. So this code is in the Java, and this is how you can represent the graph with the help of adjacency list. So we have one constructor which will take number of nodes in the graph. We will declare one array whose type is array list, and then we will add the age from source to destination. Right now, this is the graph which I have explained to you. There are 6 nodes from 0 to 5, and you will add these are the ages present into the graph. You will take 2 things. One is the visited array. Second is the stack to store the node instead of printing. Okay, now you will run a loop, simple loop you will run. What you will do, you will check, hey, if any of the node is not visited, then you need to call the DFS on that particular node. You will come here. Okay, first thing what you will do, you will mark the node as visited, and you will cover all the neighbors of that particular node. Once all the neighbors of that particular start node is done, then you will come to this line and you will insert the start into the stack. Okay, inside this what we are doing, if node is not visited, call the same function again recursively. Okay, so what we have done here, apart from DFS, in DFS you will print here only. You will print here. Okay, you will print here also. Okay, before calling the DFS. Now here what extra we are doing is, instead of printing the node before calling the DFS, we will print it we will store it into the stack after all the neighbors are visited. That's all. And once you will come out of this one, you will come here, you will print this stack content. And if you will run it, you can see we are getting the output 542310. Okay. So 5 should come before 0 and 2. Yes, they are coming before 0 and 2. So if you will go here, 5 should come before 0 and 2. 4 should come before 0 and 1. 4 should come before 0 and 1. Yes, it is coming. Then next is your 2 should come before, 3 should come before 1. 2 should come before 3, 3 should come before 1. Now, one very interesting thing here. What output we are getting? 542310. Okay, 542310. But here we are getting the different output. That's why I told you for a single graph, we can have multiple topological order. Okay, so why these two are giving different output? Because here we started our traversal from node 5. That's why we will get this one. Here we are starting our traversal from first node, which is not visited, which is node 0. So you can start from any node, but your algorithm will give you the correct. So here we can get the same output also, but the order should be same as what we have done in the UI. So here it should be like your first node should start from 5, then you will traverse this node, then you should start from 4. But here we are always starting from the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the order. So, but yeah, both are correct. No problem on that. This is just for the explanation part. Okay, because why we cannot do randomly? Let's say we have 100 of nodes. What basis you will pass these random nodes, right? So we always need to start from the node 0 in this order. And but yeah, this output is also perfectly right, because for every age you can cross verify if you want. Okay, so thank you everyone. In the next video, what we will discuss here today, we have discussed about the DFS, how to achieve the topological sorting with the help of DFS. In the next video, I will solve the same problem with the help of BFS also. Okay, so in the next video, we will discuss about this slide where we have discussed about the BFS, how to solve the same problem with the help of BFS. All right, so stay tuned for the second video. Thank you everyone. If you like my content, please like, share, subscribe. Bye.